But I've gotten this question from several people, so I'm not going to put it on any one person's name, but it's about the grip. Hey everybody, welcome back to Golf Test Dummy, the channel where I use my game to help your game. My grip, it was always, ever since I started golf, it was always an overlap grip. I think in the beginning, when I was first starting out playing golf, I didn't know how to put my hands on a golf club. I probably, kind of held it like this or something and split it, kind of like I was using an axe, which this is a pretty good drill, by the way, and I'll come back to it. But anyway, I started out, I was always an overlapper. I played around with the interlock a little bit. It's too much binding up your pinky and your first finger. I understand the premise behind it is to lock them together and make them one unit, but what I ended up with was two sore fingers when I tried that one. So, it was always kind of an overlap grip, just like that. I'll kind of show it down the side here, either way. But I never was a finger gripper. Everybody's like, put the club over your shoulder and grip it in your fingers and then set it out. I never felt like I had control over the club with it too much in my fingers. So I think instinctively I've always been sort of a mix between the fingers and the palm. They always show this meat being above the butt of the club. That just never really felt good to me. I always felt out of control. The club would move around in my hands, and it's not like I've got weak hands. I've got brick mason's hands, so my hands are not weak. But instinctively, I think I was always a little bit palms and fingers, but I was always an overlapper. And now, and this has been really easy to do, I'm actually surprised by how easily I was untrained and retrained, but I've switched to a 10-finger grip. Now, I still kind of get this pistol finger kind of coming out like that. How it kind of detaches. These are kind of in line here, and this one kind of goes out that way. I'm not exactly sure. It's just natural for me, but I put it on there like that. And then the right hand, of course, I come in and it's a 10 finger on the side there. So that's kind of how it works. My left hand is kind of straight down the club, and my right hand kind of comes on a little strong. The pad of my right hand sits more against the side of my thumb rather than on top of my thumb. It's on the side. And it's just a 10-finger grip. And that works well for me. And it's amazing to me just how much more comfortable it feels, how easy it was to transition to that and just feel like it was putting air on the back of my hands. And I think it makes a big difference. Now, one thing I was mentioning is when I want a more accurate shot, right? And I want it to really kind of stay on the line that I intend, and it's like, oh boy, you better hit this one on a rope on a piece of dental floss. I will split my hands a little bit. I will leave probably a finger width between here. And when I get that and I set up to it, it almost helps me prevent flipping, so that my contact is it's got an extra layer of insurance to make sure that I'm getting that compression on the ball and I'm staying on the line. I don't flip it as much, because if your hands are here, it's like this, but if your hands are separated, it's harder to flip. You have to make a lot more motion. It's weird. I don't quite understand the science behind it. It was just something I experimented with and tried, and it worked out well. So maybe you guys could try that. And there's also a drill that a lot of people have done in the past where they do an actual split, a big split like this, and they're making swings with it. What it does is it forces you not to flip and let the left wrist break down and the right hand overtake. You have to stay through and keep that lead and lag in it. Try that and let me know down in the comments below in the next video if that worked out for you.